So
Hello,
we'll
my
see
dear students.
that
Welcome
how
to this session.
the other stages
In
they
chapter
take
10,
place.
we have
In
studied
some
earlier about
cells,
cell cycle.
adult
And
animals,
we have
they
seen
do not appear to
that
be
how
exhibiting
first
division, like
cell
heart cells.
cycle
They
in
never
cell
divide.
cycle the interphase
In
occurs,
many other cells, they
and
divide
then
occasionally.
the
As
mitotic
needed,
phase it occurs.
to replace cells.
Now
they
today
have
we are
been
going to
lost
start
because
with
of
the other
injury or
details
death
regarding
or
cell
cell repair
cycle.
like that.
These cells do not divide further, exit G1 phase to enter an inactive stage, which is known as quiescent stage. It is denoted by G0. Even earlier I have shown you the location of G0, that is before starting the interphase there is a resting phase. Cells in this stage they remain metabolically active but no longer proliferate unless called on to do so depending upon requirement of organism. In animals, mitotic cell division is only seen in diploid somatic cells. Okay. In plants, they can show mitotic division in both haploid and diploid cells. So, we will see the detail about these mitotic division or mitosis. So students, as we have earlier understood that interphase is followed by mitotic phase, which is denoted by M phase. This is the most dramatic period of cell cycle, which involves a major reorganization of virtually all the components of cell. Since the number of chromosome in the parent and its progeny cells they remain same, this is the main keyword. Therefore, it is known as equational division also. So mitosis is also known as equational division, क्योंकि पेरेंट्स सेल के अंदर जितने भी नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स होते हैं वही डॉटर सेल्स में भी प्रेजेंट होते हैं, इक्वल अमाउंट. So though for convenience, mitosis has been divided into 4 substages of nuclear division, which is then followed by cytoplasmic division. So the phases are first prophase, second metaphase, third anaphase, and lastly telophase. All these 4 phases they are showing karyokinesis, okay, division of nucleus. And actually the event that is continuously going on, only we have to identify these phases according to the events which are going inside them. Even I will show you the slides which is available from other sources so that it may be clear to you. Okay, let us start with first phase of mitosis, that is prophase. Prophase is the first stage which follows S and G2 phase of interphase. In S and G2 phases, the new DNA molecule formed are not distinct but they are intertwined. But in prophase, the initiation of condensation of chromosomal material take place. This is the first identifying feature of prophase. The chromosomal material becomes untangled during the process of chromatin condensation. We will see in the figure later on. Even the organelles like centriole, which had undergone duplication during S phase of interphase, now begins to move towards opposite poles of the cell. That means centriole will move towards opposite pole. One of the centriole going to north pole and another moving to south pole. And the completion of prophase, it can be characterized by these features. First, chromosomal material condense to form compact mitotic chromosome. Chromosomes are seen to be composed of 2 chromatids which are attached together at a common point known as centromere. So, chromosomal structure is very clear here. Secondly, initiation of assembly of mitotic spindle, the microtubules, proteinaceous components of cell cytoplasm, they also help in this process and they are observed with the end of this phase. even this phase at the end, if we see under the microscope, it does not show any of the Golgi complex or endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus, and even no nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane is seen. So this is also one of the identifying feature of prophase. Here in this diagram, it is very clear that the nuclear membrane, it starts disappearing in early prophase. That means prophase has started. Even the condensation of chromosome is observed. Okay, so chromatin material is changed to chromosome, in which sister chromatids and centromere is observed. Similarly, the late prophase, it is much more clear as compared to earlier prophase. Here almost nuclear membrane has disappeared or disappearing. Even the chromosome structure is much more clear. The two chromatids, they are found and they are joined at a common point known as centromere. Okay, let us start with the other phases. Before that, the cell at the end of prophase, when viewed under the microscope, do not show Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, or nucleolus, or even nuclear envelope, as I have said to you. Now, next phase is metaphase. The complete disintegration of nuclear envelope, that means metaphase has started. So this is also one of the identifying feature, and in the third diagram over here, which is unclear, I will show you later on, you can see that no nuclear membrane, no other organelles, they are found. So the condensation of chromosome is totally completed and only chromosomes, they are clearly observed. So if we want to study the chromosome, the best stage is metaphase to study about them. So at this stage, metaphase chromosome is made up of two sister chromatids which are held together by centromere. Actually, small disc shaped structure at the surface of centromere is present, which is known as kinetochore. So this is a special term which I have underlined, and these structures serve as the site for attachment of spindle fibers which are formed by the spindle just to the chromosomes that are moved into position at the center of the cell. So thread like structures are known as spindle fibers and they are joined with kinetochore just surrounding the centromere portion. Therefore, the metaphase is characterized by all the chromosomes coming to lie at the equator with one chromatid of each chromosome connected by its kinetochore to the spindle fiber, and from each pole the spindle arise and its sister chromatids connected by its kinetochore to spindle fibers from the opposite poles. So the plane of alignment of chromosome at this metaphase, therefore it is known as metaphase plate. It will be more clear with the help of diagram further. Now let us understand this topic with the help of this diagram. So this first diagram, it will show that how these chromosomes, they are set free into the cytoplasm because no nuclear membrane is observed. Then these fibers, they get attached to the kinetochore surrounding the centromere. Then the B diagram, it is showing the perfect arrangement of chromosomes at equator. The position of equator is in the center. Similarly, the metaphase plate is also at the same position, just on the equatorial plate. So here two identifying features are observed in metaphase. Firstly, spindle fibers get attached to kinetochore of the chromosome, and secondly, chromosomes are moved to spindle equator and get aligned along metaphase plate through spindle fibers both the poles. तो ये बहुत ही स्पेशल अरेंजमेंट है और ऐसा बहुत ही क्लियरली आपको माइक्रोस्कोप में दिख सकता है. दैट मीन्स दिस फेज इज मेटाफेज. ओके, नाउ थर्ड फेज इज एनाफेज. Just the starting of anaphase, we can see that each chromosome arranged at metaphase plate is split simultaneously, and the two daughter chromatids, which are now referred to as the future daughter nuclei, they begin their migration towards the two opposite poles. So here actually the condensation of spindle or shortening of spindle occurs, and the chromosomes, they are just stretched on both the poles. That is why they the centromere and move towards the opposite poles or the respective poles. So as each chromosome move away from the equatorial plate, the centromere of each chromosome is towards the pole, and hence at the leading edge with the arms of chromosome trailing behind. So this is the anaphase. The more proper description of this anaphase is given point wise. So let us see these points. Two important points are there: centromere split and chromatids separate, then chromatid move to the respective opposite poles due to shortening of spindles, so they get stretched. Last phase is telophase. At the beginning of final stage of mitosis, that is telophase, the chromosomes that have reached their respective poles, they again decondense and lose their individuality. जो भी shortening chromosome form में हुआ था, it is again converted into chromatin material. Okay, and this chromatin material mass is seen at both the poles. Simultaneously, the nuclear envelope, they assemble around the chromosome cluster. Even the nucleolus, Golgi complex and other organelles, they again get reappearing. Even chromosome cluster at the opposite spindle poles, and their identity is lost as discrete element. That means chromosome is converted into chromatin material. So again now at the both in the same cell on both the poles, these chromosomes, they are found, which are surrounded by their individual nuclear membrane, which is now appearing. So actually if we see the characteristic feature of telophase, it is just opposite to prophase. प्रोफेज में हमने देखा था न्यूक्लियर एनवलप डिसअपियर होती है, न्यूक्लियोलस डिसअपियर होता है, साथ साथ में अदर ऑर्गेनल्स भी डिसअपियर हो जाते हैं. बट टीलोफेज में इसका ऑपोजिट होगा, न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन रीअपियर होगी, अदर ऑर्गेनल्स भी रीअपियर होंगे और न्यूक्लियोलस भी रीअपियर होगा. बट एक ही चेंज होगा, दैट टीलोफेज में दोनों ऑपोजिट पोल्स में दो अलग अलग क्रोमैटिन मास होंगे. इसका मतलब ये है कि दो सेल बनने वाले हैं. Now let's understand anaphase and telophase with the help of diagram. Here in anaphase you can see that the centromere portion, it splits, and in this way the chromatid materials, they get separated, sorry, the sister chromatids, they get separated and they are moving towards their opposite poles or respective poles. Lastly, in telophase, nuclear mass, it is seen, nuclear membrane reappears, and similarly the chromatin mass is there in both the sides. So this is telophase, and both these structures or both these diagrammatic representation are very much peculiar about anaphase and telophase. So you have to identify the diagram. Even diagram based question can be asked, and even the characteristic feature of these phases, they can be asked. And this diagram is showing the interphase. Okay, so that means when mitosis is completed, these are two daughter cells which are produced, and again they will enter into interphase, and again the interphase is for next mitotic division. They will again prepare themselves for next mitotic division, because cell cycle, it is a continuous thing, and in cyclic manner all these events, they repeat one another. Okay, so all these diagrams, they are important to draw. And today this much about all the details regarding mitosis we have discussed. Please do write down all the topics, draw the diagrams which are concerned with the each phases. So these are the karyokinetic process which are shown here in this diagram. Now the last step, which is cytokinesis, that is remaining, that we will understand afterwards. For today's session, this much is only I am showing you only this much. So do all these things, and we will soon meet with the cytokinesis, which is the continuation of this karyokinesis only in mitosis. So we will study about them later. Till then, take care. Bye bye, students.